Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. My friends, in this video, I'm gonna give you a no BS guide, possibly a little bit of a rant, about how to make 2025 the greatest, the best year of your life. We only have, while I'm recording this video, only a couple of hours until the new year. It's currently 10:30 p.m. and I'm not bothered to go out simply because I don't see the point at this point in my life when I am not where I want to be yet. Okay? So, here's my promise to you. This video is not going to be a video where I tell you to go to the gym, wake up early, build an online business. I'm not going to tell you those things, right? This is not going to be one of those videos that you watched maybe 6-7 times like every single year before the new year begins. Here's how to set goals. Number one, set an end big goal, which is for everyone looks like $10,000 per month. And then set yourself a couple of action-based goals. Cool, those are cute. But I'm going to tell you what you actually need to do so that in 2025, you can achieve the financial freedom, location freedom, and time freedom that you want. All right? And most of the things that I say, you probably won't like it, but that's okay. Because to win, it's actually fucking difficult. Like, I'm not going to give you any pussy advices like, wake up early and then journal in the morning and then 13 minutes of meditation helps you focus so much better, bro. Like, I'm not going to tell you those things. I'm not going to cookie cutter your way to success. All right? I'm going to tell you the brutal truth. And I thought about this for like half an hour before this video. I was going to record at like 10, but now it's 10:30. I was fucking thinking. And it's 3 steps. And you're not going to love any of those steps. You're not going to love any of those steps. But this is the brutal path to winning. Okay? And I'm going to give you like 4 or 5 fucking examples of literally people in my life who won. I don't want to say who won because they're still on their journey. Who made 10, 15, 20, 25,000 per month. Actually, some of them 50, 55,000 per month. And they achieved all that financial freedom. I'm going to tell you how they did that and how you can literally do it in your say. And here's the thing. The first step is going to be something that you know. The second step is going to be something that you know. And the third step is also going to be something that you know. But the problem here is you haven't been doing any of them consistently. You've been doing none of them consistently. Okay? Let's not ramble. Let's get started with step number 1. Step number 1 is picking something that you're going to excel at, right? And this something, I'm going to give you like 5 to 10 fucking examples right now so you can understand what I'm saying. You might get insanely good at growing organically on TikTok. You might also get really good at TikTok ads. Those are 2 completely different things. You might get really good at sales, high-ticket sales. You might get insanely good at appointment setting. You might get insanely good at copywriting. You might get insanely good at fitness coaching so you can get people results. You might get insanely good at making content on YouTube so that you can do that as a service for other people, also do it for yourself. Or you might get insanely good at marketing high-ticket coaching services on Instagram, making reels for them. Or you might insanely get good at specifically how to grow on one platform. One of my clients, Julian, is specifically doing viral Twitter threads writing. So it's kind of like copywriting, but not like I write your emails and captions. He's focusing on specializing in going viral with Twitter threads. Here's why this step is important. I think most people who are consuming how to make money online, Andrew Tate, Iman Gadzhi, different people who are like making money online, like agencies and shit, they're actually not good at anything. They're not good at like anything. They've consumed some social media content that told them you need to make money online, you need to get to financial freedom, but they're not really good at anything. All right? They're not good at anything. And that's why they're stuck below making like 2, 3, 4, 5,000 per month. Because they're not excelling at anything. They don't have any speciality, so to say. Right? I've talked to 50, 60, 70, possibly 100 people in the last 2-3 months. 100 of you guys, honestly. Most of you guys probably watching this video. From my school community. And the conversation was literally a 15-minute, not a sales call, 15-minute value call, what I call it as a free business audit. To anyone who wants to make money online, I was giving them advice. And you know what I've seen? none of you guys actually had like a solid fucking idea on this is what I want to get good at and this is what I'm going to help people with. Most of you guys were like, I'm going to do fitness coaching, no fucking testimonials. Most of you guys were like, I'm going to do SMMA. Why? Because I heard it from Iman Gadzhi. Oh, I'm going to do e-commerce. You haven't even started running paid ads. Here's the thing. Everything works. Dropshipping works, SMMA works. Now you can't say SMMA works because SMMA is very, very general. You might be doing specifically running ads for people or like creating their Instagram posts. You might be also doing Google ads. You might be doing everything, right? Everything works. But you're not good at fucking anything. That's the reason why you're not making money online. Right? That's the literally reason why you're not making money online. Or you're not really achieving your goals in general. Right? Because if you're watching this video, then you want to make money online. And here's the honest truth. I'm going to tell you, let's say 3 people that are literally from my life, my friends, who made really good amount of money and how they did it. Number 1 is going to be my good old friend Dimitri. All right, he is someone that I know. The problem is I'm not gonna edit this video, so you're not gonna his YouTube channel. His YouTube channel is called Dimitri Penigi. You can check it out. And this guy was making like some self-improvement content back in the day. We were like hopping on a call every single week, checking in with ourselves. It was like, really nice that we had like a 3 to 4 people, small YouTubers community, like small tight WhatsApp group. And this guy was actually not making a lot of money. He was only just doing his job, which was a 9-to-5, really good actually, marketing job. Because he had like really good grades in university. But he wasn't fulfilled. Like he wanted to make money online. He wanted to build a business. The problem was he wasn't really special at like anything. He was just doing like basic productivity and like self-improvement content like everyone else. And then he started literally only talking about productivity apps. CRMs, to-do lists, habit trackers. So he literally built his channel on one thing, which is just talking about apps. And then after he started doing that, he's not getting a lot of views, by the way. Like he's not like getting like thousands and thousands of views on social media. After he started doing that, a lot of companies reached out to him because he built a content production machine where he was uploading every single day one high quality video. And a lot of these apps reached out to him and said, hey man, can you do our entire social media? Because this guy was a genius at automations and creating workflows so that he could create an insane amount of content, not like insanely high quality movie content. It was like basic YouTube videos. But he found a way where he could batch all the work that he could get done an insane amount of content in one day so that he started working with all of these companies and these companies started paying him $6,000, $7,000, $10,000 per month contracted for a year. And he signed like many of these companies for content and he built a team of all of these editors who were editing all of the content and he was the face of the brand for all of these apps. Right now, I'm not sure how much money he's making, probably more than 50K a month. And what he's doing is literally filming all of these YouTube and short form videos for all of these companies. So he got extremely good at one thing, which was productivity apps, built his brand around it. He doesn't have thousands and thousands of followers. He has 16K on YouTube. He's been doing that for 4 or 5 years. So 16K for 5 years, it's not like an insane number. Or on Instagram, has got like 1,000 people. But he's extremely good at one thing. He has his skill, right? In the past, thousands and thousands of years ago, you would name a guy with his name and his job. You would say John the Carpenter, right? You would say Joey the Milkman, whatever their fucking job is. Right now, when you're consuming the content from social media, you have all of these different things thrown at you. So you look at everything like, oh, that could work, that could work, that could work. You're not doing anything though. You gotta pick one thing and get extremely good at it, right? The step number 1 is picking the thing. I'm gonna give you more examples. Another example, second example, I had my friend Hassan, right? Hassan X, his YouTube channel, makes insane content. So this guy was just like me, creating self-improvement content, but he was doing it a little more like in a quality style. He wasn't just, sitting down with a fucking camera and talking to the camera for like half an hour like me. He was doing really good like a quality type of content. And what ended up happening was he was getting like a couple of thousand views per video. Like he was making like a little bit of money from his YouTube channel, but it wasn't like a fucking business, right? And then he thought to himself, how do I create value? Like what can I do that is insanely valuable to rich people so they can pay me a lot of money to do a service for them? And then he realized he's insanely good at filmmaking. He's insanely good at growing on short form, and he's insanely good at filmmaking. So making high quality shorts. And then after that, he started reaching out to entrepreneurs who were already making a lot of money. People who were making like $100, $200, $300,000 per month. And they wanted to build personal brands. And Hassan literally flew with his money over to them in Dubai. Imagine like a guy who's a university student, doesn't have a lot of money. He buys his own plane ticket, flies to Dubai, and films content with a couple of these fellas who are very rich. And then when these rich guys seen that this guy was really about it, this guy was really good at creating short form content, they each started paying him 5 to 10K per month for Hassan to do all of their content. So Hassan became the content guy. Hassan became the short form videos for other people, and he was doing like literally 2 to 3 reels per day for all of these people. So it was like literally, imagine 90, 100 videos uploaded for your name. This is kind of like a little like the Andrew Tate / Oh My God's Growing strategy. You pump out like rich type of lifestyle type of content, a little motivational, a little advice, so you grow your personal brand. He literally did this because growing on short form, growing on TikTok and Instagram, he figured that out and he made a shitload of money, right? And I had a copywriter friend who was also like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I told him, get insanely good at one thing. And he got really, really good at copywriting. And he got actually extremely good at copywriting. And then he signed a couple of clients which were paying him like 10%, 15% from their email sales. And because he was extremely good and he had a couple of big clients, he also made something along the lines of like 40, 50K per month. I'm not sure how much he's doing now. We haven't been talking for a while. If you have good friends that are also busy, you don't really talk often. And another person who also I've paid a lot of money to get mentorship from, he was extremely good at helping business owners stop self-sabotage. So he was not like helping everyone. He was helping business owners stop self-sabotage. Okay? A couple of more examples. I have literally a client of mine, Toprak. What he's extremely good at is he's extremely good at using AI to create generative AI images that a lot of like real estate companies need that he sells to them. Do you think a real estate company will have a problem with paying a 5K invoice? No. But if you have a fitness coaching who you are targeting 15-year-olds to build muscle, they have no fucking money. How are you going to make money? What's your fucking business plan? I'm not saying don't do coaching because I literally help online coaches to grow their businesses. But what I'm saying is you need to create actual value in the real world to make money. Your problem right now is you're not good at anything. You're not producing any value to the society, and thus you're not making any money. And if you want to make any money at all in 2025, or if you want to actually scale a business, you need to figure out what you can add like value to people, to specifically like rich people who could pay a lot of money for your like for your specific service that you have, maybe your coaching, maybe your service, whatever you do, and then roll that out as a product, as a service to the world. Right? That's step number one. Figure out your thing. Figure out what you're special at. That's step number one. And I promise you, most people won't do this step number one. Most people, what they will do is they will try like very shitty e-commerce and they won't even try it well. They'll fail. And on top of it, they try maybe a little like an agency, fail. And then they're like, oh, I'm actually fit, so why not do fitness coaching? Fail. They're never going to get good at anything. That's the problem. Okay? That's step number one. Step number two is get extremely, extremely, extremely good at that thing. If you're a copywriter, you need to be extremely good at copywriting. So I'll just tell you this. I'm going to give you another example. Let's say you're a barber, because it's much easier to give these examples in the specific real world so that you can understand it. What do you think is the best way to build, like, grow your shop, open up new locations and blah, 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 when you're a barber? What's the first step? Be extremely good at being a barber, cutting hair. Because if you're a barber, right, and you do shitty haircuts, what's gonna happen is you might have like a couple of clients now, but they're all gonna fucking leave you after the next cut. Why? Because you suck, like you don't know how to do this. And thus your clients will leave. What's the first step to actually being a good barber? you cut hair really, really well. Thus, the clients who come to you, they don't switch to someone else. They come to you consistently, back to back to back. So they can build this base of clients that you can rely on to, so that you can be like, okay, now I know how much I have all of these clients, now I can open a shop, right? Maybe you're working at another guy's shop because you're like a beginner level barber, right? But you get really good, so you open up your shop. And then people can trust you, can open up different shops. You can go on social media now. But if you suck as a barber, there is no way any of these are gonna work. Maybe you're a guy who wants to do Facebook ads for e-commerce brands. Again, you gotta be specific. Like, bro, the reason why you're not making money is because you're a fucking generalist who can't add value to the world, and you're watching all of these videos on how to make 2025 the best year of your life. You don't have a business. You don't have a business. If you're not making money, you don't have a business, number one. Number two, if you're not making money, you might have a business. The only way to have that is if you're reaching out to new clients, new customers, potential customers every single day. Outreach. If you're actually doing that, like cold calling 100 people a day, cold emailing 100 people a day, cold DMing 100 a day, or do running ads $100 a day, right? If you're doing that, I accept you have a business. But if you don't have money right now, if you're not making money, and you also don't do anything to get customers, don't watch this video. You're probably not going to win. I promise you, you're not going to win 2025. Because I know you've been watching videos for a long time. You're just not taking any action. Now, I'm not going to go into the ramble of you need to take action ramble, because I can talk about that for 3 hours, and you'll be like, oh, this was a very valuable fucking podcast. This was a very good video. And then you won't do nothing. It's funny to me. After coaching so many people on how to make money online, do you know what I realized? You can never turn a loser into a winner. But you can make a winner win more. Like, this is such a big realization, bro, for me. One of the biggest realizations in 2024. You can never turn a loser into a winner, because they'll always default back to their state. But you can turn winners into bigger winners. Number two, you need to get extremely good at what you do, which we talked about actually 3 minutes ago. It's fucking late, bro. I'm a baby who goes to bed at like 9:30, 10. It's a little past my bedtime now. And the way you get good is by, number one, consuming as much content as possible about the right thing. So not this video. This video is worthless. This video is worthless. A good portion of the videos on my channel, worthless. What's really good is I have a video that's like 2 hours on how to handle objections. That video is value. This video is worthless. This video is like general life advice. You don't want to consume any general life advice because it's not worth it. You know what to do already. Okay? Second thing is literally getting better. And when getting better, you need to do two things. Number one, learn as much as possible. And by learning as much as possible, you learn by literally the videos that you watch on YouTube, also coaches, mentors, courses you can buy, all right? Which incredibly helps. Like, I've invested into $3,000 this month into myself, worth it already. And that's how you learn. You learn by the free content as well as the paid content. I would suggest, if you have the money, do paid content because it's much faster. If you don't have the money, don't do paid content because you can't do paid content. You don't have the money. You do free content, but learn as much as possible. I absolutely know for a fact that you don't need to buy anything from me and you don't need to buy anything from anyone, and you can still make $10,000 per month, which will give you the financial freedom. Because I made... Okay, I can't say that because I bought a couple of mentorships until I made 10K. But still, I think I could have done 10K without any mentorships as well. It would have just taken longer. Okay? So, you learn. You need to learn about your craft. You need to be the best in your craft. If your thing is copywriting, bro, and you're copywriting like for specifically fitness coaches, really good niche actually. Like, there's a lot of fitness coaches who make a lot of money, but the problem is they have no fucking clue how to write their copies. You can be that guy. And if you're that specific, you need to be extremely good at what you do. Okay? Again, one of my clients, Julian, he was like, hey bro, I want to make money online. I'm like really interested in like all of these things, but he couldn't figure out before he started working with me for like 3 months what to do. He wanted to make content, but what about content? Like, what specifically content do you want to do? Or like, you want to build a business, what's that fucking business? And then he said, I like copywriting, I like writing especially, and I like Twitter, and I like sharing ideas. And then he became a ghostwriter on Twitter who writes viral Twitter threads. Now, he started like very like like he started like a couple of weeks ago. He has 2,000 followers there now, millions and millions of impressions. So he's getting good at that skill. And then do you know what he can do? If he has that skill, he can do done for you systems for other people who might be coaches, consultants, agency owners, and do their Twitter for 4 or 5 grand a month for like high ticket people, right? Or he can literally do coaching, helping people how to grow on Twitter, and he can make a lot of money with that as well. Why? Because he has a skill that's valuable. Your thing is you want to try to build the business without building a skill that you can sell, which doesn't work because what the fuck are you selling? So I think the best way to actually grow an online business is to not grow an online business. Go get a job in an online business. So I think if I started my complete career again, which I literally, I'll tell you guys what I did. I started my channel at like 15, 16 years old, and I made content until 18. And 18, I started my first business, which was coaching people about productivity. And then my second business, which was helping service-based businesses scale. And then the third business now, which is helping specifically online coaches scale. So I've taken like a lot of video editing jobs. I've done like, I worked in like a software company as well, like different things. What I would have done if I could go back is I would actually go get a job with a guy who's already where I want to be, okay? Find a guy who's where you want to be and become his right-hand man. Go literally do work for him for free. Literally like an assistant. Write the emails. Do like small tasks. And then what's going to happen is that guy's going to feel bad because you've been working for him for free for like 3 fucking months. Actually do that. And then he's going to start paying you. And then as you show grit and work hard, you will go up and up and up and up. You'll literally become that successful guy's right-hand guy. And you will learn everything. No risk on your end. You'll literally learn everything. Okay? After that, what I would do is I would literally get a job. What I would do is I would go back 16 years old. I would take a sales job at 16. I would start selling at 16. I would get world class. I'm really good right now at sales. But I would get world class until 20, bro. I'm 21 now. Like in 4 years, I would get world class because I would consume any content about sales and I would do anything in my power to learn about sales. Okay? And then I would get a sales job where I would work 12 hours a day. Okay, I can't do that because I gotta go to school then. Because at that point I had like high school, so I can't do 12 hours a day. But I would do like 40 hours a week. All the weekends and 4 or 5 hours every single day. Do you know what would happen? I would get world class at sales. If you are world class at sales, how can you not make money? You can do anything and make money. Your goal shouldn't be, how can I make money? Your goal needs to be, how can I become so skilled that it's impossible for me not to make money? Okay? So the second step is getting as good as possible. The way you do that is number 1, learning again. How do you learn? Paid and free content. All helps. The second way of getting better is actually the third step, which is working your ass off. So what do I mean when I say working your ass off? What does that actually mean? The reason why I tell you working your ass off is because working extremely hard gives you 2 things. I want to do another rant about something else, which I'll do. Number 1, as you do more work, technically you'll make more money. So if you're doing 100 outreaches a day, if you do, let's say you're doing like 20 outreaches a day, and you do 100 from now on, because you're doing 5 times more outreach, probably you'll make 5 times more money. Because in business, if you 5x the inputs, outputs get 5x as well. But the main reason why I want you to do so much work, I want you to work your ass off and make the year of 2025 the year where you work the hardest, is because working actually teaches you. So if your job is to sell, if your job is to be a sales guy, right? You will get more sales if you take more calls, if you do more calls, right? But the problem is, not the problem, but the good thing about this is, I actually don't care about you making money now, because I know if you build the skills, you'll make insane amount of money 10 years from now. So your goal should be working as hard as possible, not to make the most amount of money, but to improve your skills so much, again, that it's impossible for you not to make money. Let's say you picked, why do I give the example of copywriting? I'm like a fucking guy who sells a copywriting course, but like, I have no fucking clue how to sell a copywriting course. I can write good copy, but like, I'm not a fucking copywriter. The way let's say you picked like Facebook ads. Reach out to so many people and work with so many people that you get so good at running Facebook ads that extremely high-level people need to come to you for your special expertise. Like, bro, the example I'm trying to give you is, you might be an extremely, like, let's imagine like an extremely wealthy person. When this person has a tiny little problem that he can't solve, he'll hire someone else, right? And you need to be that guy where this rich guy can't really solve this specific problem because it's too niche. Yeah, the guy knows a lot, but like he doesn't know how to solve this niche thing. Like, he knows how to build a business, but he doesn't know how to go viral with short form content. What you do is you learn how to go viral with short form content, and then you go to all of these rich guys and say, hey dude, you got money, but you don't have a personal brand. And as you know, personal brand is incredibly important in 2024, 2025, 2026 from now on. So what I can do for you is, I can ideate all of your videos, I can title all of your videos, I can upload all of your videos, I can edit every single one of them. The only thing you gotta do, I'll also give you the script, the only thing you gotta do is get in front of the camera and speak. Pay me $5 grand a month, and I'll make your entire content system. I'll also upload it to YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, everywhere. Do you know how powerful that offer is? If you learn how to do short form content, I literally might have given you a business idea where you can make 30 grand a month. Literally, it actually works like that, bro. You need to get a skill, something that you get insanely good at. And then you spend every waking, not hour, every waking minute getting good at that skill. For example, bro, for the last 30 days, I have, I consume a lot of content from Cole Gordon. Because Cole Gordon is really good at like sales and like building sales systems. Bro, I've been in the gym. I think I'm close to finishing his YouTube channel. Like, I watched all the videos in the YouTube channel. I'm just in the gym. I'm probably in the gym for like an hour, coming back and forth, like 1.5 hours, 4 videos in total. Perfect. Systems, sales, objectional link, closing, reframing. Woo! Can you see how I'm gonna get better? Your goal needs to be in 2025, if you want to make this year the best year of your life. Because I don't want to give you the wake up early and that shit. If you want that advice, I'll make another video about that too. I could. But, you know, if you're watching this video, you heard that a million times. Number 1, pick something that is niche, that nobody knows how to fucking do. Not nobody, but like most people can't do, right? And then get extremely good at it, to the point where successful people need your help to do that specific thing. For example, one guy, Brian Montega, his name, he is the biggest guy in the YouTube ads game. Like, he helps with everyone when it comes to YouTube ads. He doesn't do normal content. He doesn't help people with copywriting. He doesn't help people with sales. What he does is he does literally guys like Tony Robbins', Cole Gordon's YouTube ads. Why? Because he literally cracked that game. He is the biggest guy in the YouTube ads game. And because he's the biggest guy in the YouTube ads game, very specific niche for business owners, by the way, for like business operations owners, he's crushing it, bro. My friend Hassan, crushing it. Very specific, extremely good at going viral with short form content, makes amazing videos, knows how to film, right? And works with extremely rich guys, makes their content. Boom. Dimitri, specific, he's good at productivity apps and works with only productivity apps and does all their content. You need to get good at one tiny little thing, like one very niche thing, step number 1, and then work your ass off to become world class at that. Don't be the generalist SMMA guy who does uploads like Instagram photos to Instagram for a customer and makes like $200 a month from each client, and you got like 10 clients to make $2K a month. You'll never be able to scale. You got no skills. Okay? If you make the year 2025 the year where you learn the most amount of skills and where you worked on yourself so much to the point where it's actually impossible for you not to make money, because people literally DM you and say, this happened to me, hey dude, can I pay you $2,000 for you to teach me this? Shit happened to me. That happened to me. I was like, cool bro, here's my PayPal. And the guy sent the money over. He didn't even ask, like he knew me from YouTube, from Instagram. And then I hopped on like 6-7 calls with him, taught that specific thing. That was it. Okay? So this is how you make 2025 the best year of your life. Pick one thing that is niche that most people can't do. Get extremely good at it. Work as hard as possible and work with as many people as possible. That's it.